Mad
Max.
Did you see that Fury Road that came out a year ago?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I actually loved it, dude.
Did you love it, or?
I actually really liked it.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was really good.
Welcome everybody to the JpeG podcast, episode 6.
Episode 6.
It's April 5th, and my name's Greg.
And I'm Jerry. Welcome.
Now, it's been sort of a hectic week for me.
Yeah.
Sort of moving to a new job.
Yeah. Congrats, by the way.
Thank you.
Pretty sick.
Thank you. But we're going to do our best here to
To cope.
To cope.
To cope the loss.
To cope the loss.
Of one of our friends. Even though you're sitting right in front of me, you're not lost.
Right. And I don't know if you know, but I used to work with Jerry.
Yeah, it was all right.
Oh.
Oh, whoa. But one thing I am going to miss for real, and I mentioned this last time you left, because, folks, this is not the first time Greg has left me.
I was kicked off the first time, thank you.
And graciously brought back on by me.
True.
Well, no, but we made Target runs. And, like, Target is, like, our store. That's, like, our place to go and let all of our frustration out on all the mannequins there.
Oh, yeah.
And their weird, pelvic thrusting poses.
They know all our darkest, deepest secrets.
They do. No, but we would go around Target and go on walks. And that's actually kind of backstory, kind of how this podcast came about. Because we would always talk about tech and...
very stupid things, too.
Very stupid things. And we were like, we should record this because this is stupid and hilarious at the same time. So this is us now. So welcome everybody to JpeG.
All grown up.
All grown up. But one thing we did go through, and this was kind of like in the toy section, which I used to always kind of drag you in there. But I know that you grew up with this stuff, Legos, right?
Yeah. So
Legos, this is one thing that I was looking up, that they're going to be unveiling Disney figures. So I'm pretty stoked about that. I guess you could say I'm a really big collector, and I stumbled across this Lego release that's coming out in May, and they're going to be releasing a lot of Disney figures. It's like $3.99 a piece, and
wow.
You got everything from the Incredibles characters to Mickey Mouse and Aladdin.
My boy.
Yeah.
They call me the Prince of Persia myself.
Done. Arabian night.
Like Arabian days.
Oh, yeah. But then we got Buzz Lightyear and other characters like that. I just think it's really, really cool, and it's never been done before. I think it's like Disney's opening up to Lego. So
I like Genie. He doesn't have feet. He's got the actual tail.
Yeah. And Buzz Lightyear's got like the really cool like helmet bubble thing that goes over his head, which is pretty cool. So a lot of these, obviously these are exclusive. They're sold in single packs, in mystery packs, which is kind of the kicker for that. So it's kind of unique in the sense that you don't know what you're getting when you open up this like quote unquote booster pack.
I gotta say, I don't know if I like the standard Lego head.
Yeah.
Because Donald Duck, Mickey, and Minnie, and Daisy Duck?
Yeah, Daisy. Yep.
They have like a custom, just stock animated head, whereas all the other characters have sort of conformed to the Lego standard.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. And so does Stitch. My favorite character of all time, Stitch.
Oh, and the alien from Toy Story, now that I look at it.
Yep. But I don't know. And if you look at them, their heads kind of look bigger too. Like they look disproportionate. Disproportionate.
Dish that out.
Dish that out.
Also, Mr. Incredible is just a plain size, whereas he's like
right,
enormous. And I don't know. We're getting to the minutia here, I guess. But.
So it has flaws. But I think it's just a really cool release that's going to be coming out. Kind of if you're a collector like me, then this might be something that you want to check out in May.
How soon till you get that game where you can build whatever you want and have it appear on the game?
Which game?
The Lego one.
What?
You haven't seen that one?
No. Oh, you mean the I forget what that's called. It's like where you put the characters together and then you put them on this like peg, and it
it's like a little stage that's plugged into your system.
Yeah, we were looking at that. I forget what that's called. Gosh, it's totally blanking my mind.
Oh. PS4? Lego Dimensions?
Lego Dimensions.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's it. Lego Dimensions. I don't know if that's related or if you can use these characters in that, but that would be kind of cool. I think
There's got to be some sort of limitation on that. There's no way they can sense that you've just brought this random Lego.
I think it's built into the POG that you put the Lego figure on. So that POG is specifically for Batman, you know?
Yeah. It'd have to be something similar like Amiibo or
Yeah.
Skylanders or whatever.
Yeah, because I think Disney already has their like footprint on the,
Infinity.
Disney Infinity, so I don't think they can go into the Lego realm. I don't know. Maybe. That'd be kind of cool.
Depends on like however their contract is written, I think.
Depends. Are you wearing Depends?
Not yet. Although it sounds kind of nice.
It does, yeah. Just being able to crap yourself anytime you want. No, but that's kind of gross.
Eating a sub on the couch. Don't have to get up.
Don't ever try that at home.
Unless you want to.
Unless you want to. So have you heard about this Model 3? I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I like it. I mean, I think we talked a little bit about it last week.
Yeah.
And I am all for innovation like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that it's like sold out. Right? It's sold out, right?
Well, I don't know if it's sold out. I think you can still make reservations, but the reservations are like through the roof right now.
That's
like,
great.
It's insane.
I love that because that's going to continue to push Tesla and hopefully other companies to see that there is a demand for it.
Yeah. And on the day that it came out, which I believe was last Thursday,
I think pre-order online was Thursday and in person was April Fool's Day.
Right.
April 1st.
Yep. And so like on that day, I was looking at some articles and it was already at 115,000.
That's awesome.
$1,000 pre-orders
that you won't see the fruits of until like 3 years.
Yeah, but that was within the first 24 hours. And this is like a car that no one had seen. I know this is like all over the web, but I just wanted to touch on this because right now, at least when I checked the article last, it's at like 267,000 reservations, and that's over a 3-day period. So that's insane. It's like an iPhone, iPad, Apple release, except it's a car.
Yeah,
and you don't get to see it, or like, I don't know.
There's no test driving.
There's no test driving. It's $1,000 for something that you're probably not going to get for another year and a half, and that's crazy. That's something totally new that the market's not seen.
Yeah, I assume most of these people are sort of more affluent, techie kind of people,
right?
Who have made it to management, maybe, or something, that have a little disposable income.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, like the car itself is not,
but maybe not. I mean, it's not that expensive.
It's not that expensive if you look at it, and I don't know what the payments would be like, because I mean the base for it is like $35,000, and then that's probably without a steering wheel. But I don't know if you
get a joystick.
Let's say it gets up to like $45,000 max, or let's round up a little bit. That's still for the fact that you're not having to pay for gas within a year period. That's saving you like thousands of dollars in itself.
Yeah. Well, and you get a crap ton of government incentives.
Yeah. I think it was like $7,500.
Yeah, close to 10.
Yeah. And that's incentive in itself. And
I mean, come on, folks.
Come on. Jump on the bandwagon of Tesla Motorsports. Is it Motorsports? It is now.
Well, they're sponsoring our podcast today, so.
Yeah, brought to you by Tesla Model 3. This is it.
Actually, that wouldn't make sense. It'd be like...
Whoa, that was silent.
Yeah, because there's no combustible parts.
No, and no oil changes. That's another thing.
Yeah, that's easy $15 a year savings. Probably 60, but
I was actually doing even more research, and yeah, you see a lot of Model S's on the road, which is that 4-door sedan looking thing, and that's a beautiful car.
Yes, sir.
But there's one car that you don't really see on the road yet, which is the Model X.
That's more of the minivan / big hatch situation.
Yeah. So that's like, it has it's called quote unquote Falcon wings, and I didn't know that all the technology that went into that, because there was like even more tech than I thought. Like there's sensors on those doors so that if you are on a tight space, it'll stop. And I think in the book or in the owner's manual, it says that you only need 11 inches of space for clearance.
Right.
Which is crazy.
It's cool because it goes up, but then it also goes in.
Yeah, in. Yeah.
So it allows you to open those doors in standard parking lots.
Right.
Because they had to come up with something that you could use,
Right.
or else it wouldn't sell.
I was actually looking at another article of these two guys that kind of review cars, and I believe they're a YouTube channel called Everyday Driver, and they review cars, and they were reviewing the Model X. And one thing that one of the guys made a really, really smart point about the Model X is, why didn't they just put minivan doors on this? I mean, it's less mechanical issues that may arise, and is it really necessary to have the Falcon wings? I don't know. I was just thinking
Is it necessary to have the flush door handles on the...
No, again, so it's like it's almost like
it's to be exclusive, I think.
Exactly. And I think it's really, really cool, but and those doors provide some kind of rain coverage, let's say, if you get stuck out in the rain.
And you just want to sit halfway in your car.
Yeah.
You just open the door.
No, I don't want to get out. I just want to sit in this cool car.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just something to think about. It's like, is it really necessary? No.
No,
but,
absolutely not.
But it's done really well. So.
And when if I saw that in the parking lot, and I didn't know what it was,
right,
I'd be like, "Damn, son!"
Right.
Google that shit.
And that's one thing that they were talking about too, is that when they parked this car at like a rest stop, people just kind of looked past it because they weren't really sure what it was. But then the moment that they opened up those Falcon Wing doors, then that's when people started flocking over to it. So that's a really good point.
There are two cars that have these types of doors.
Right.
Lamborghinis and DMCs.
That's right. Yeah, the DeLoreans.
DeLoreans, thank you.
No, but
in people's minds.
Yeah,
like exactly. That's what they think of.
Right.
So automatically people are like drawn to like fantasies of when they were kids and they were thinking about awesome cars, and then they see that and they're like, "Oh shit,
I want that."
I know. So I think that's why they went with that.
Yeah, I just think it's really cool, really smart, and I don't know. I'm really, really digging Tesla, and I'm trying to make it a goal of mine to eventually be able to afford one.
What?
I'm not even kidding. Like, it's, I don't know, immediate power. It's cool.
Yeah, I showed you those videos.
It's crazy. Insane mode, and that was the title of one of our podcasts. Yeah. So,
and that was the standard Type S?
Yeah.
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 But they all have it.
Let us know in the comments below, what is your favorite model out of the three? I know the Model 3 is not out yet, but...
It can be your favorite if you'd like.
It still could be your favorite because the release looked sick of it. I loved it.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
So, what's going on with Twitter? Because it's been on the radio all day.
As you know, I'm a huge Twitter user.
Duh.
I reactivated...
Are you?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a huge Twitter user at all. Barely. But anyway, I came across a source talking about how they won the rights to stream NFL's Thursday Night Football.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know. They don't stream anything.
No, they really don't.
I mean, I know they have videos, that you can upload to Twitter and things like that, but...
Yeah. How would you... I don't know how that would work. You just sit on a Twitter feed and it would just be there? I don't
know. Most sites, like, they'll make it like a dedicated page.
Yeah. That's kind of cool, I guess.
And I don't know if it'll be free. Like, because right now, the way it is, the first half of the season is with CBS and the second half is for the NFL Network.
Okay.
And you have to pay extra on your service for NFL Network.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're going to stream all 16 games.
I guess
free
that's to be seen. Yeah. That's different. But again, why wouldn't you just watch on your TV?
Well, I guess a lot of people are moving to, cord cutting.
Okay.
So they don't have a TV subscription.
True. That's right.
Yeah,
I know, that's unique. That's really unique. And I think, where I was at the gym and I was hearing, I don't know, they had it on the channel of stocks, and financial whatever. And Twitter's, I guess, ticker was in the green. So because of this, and a lot of people were kind of like intrigued by it, and it made them kind of jump on the stock and be like, oh, this is revolutionary. Yeah. Like this is big. So I guess obviously this is a good move for them because they're only bringing in revenue and potential for something unique.
Yeah, and a lot of people were saying that Twitter is sort of stagnating.
Right.
Like it does what it does and
that's it.
Yeah. So they were saying that maybe this was like a bold move to try to really increase traffic and just it could lead to other things.
True.
Other kind of sporting events or just really anything.
Yeah, that's true. I have a Twitter account. I don't really use it. Occasionally I'll maybe link a picture that I take on Instagram to my Twitter account, but it's not directly using Twitter. So
the only time, the reason I reactivated my Twitter was to contact the Pocket Cast app.
okay.
And ask why our podcast wasn't showing up in their app store.
Hey guys, let us know why.
Well, they don't have a phone number or an email address.
Oh, weird.
So I had to
Contact them via Twitter.
I had to tweet at them. I've never tweeted at someone.
They're looking at your account being like, is this a bot? He hasn't tweeted in like 4 years.
I know. And he's wearing a jelly belly factory hat in his picture that his parents got him from when they went to the factory. But they got back to me. So
Oh, that's cool.
yeah,
Good.
Yeah,
Okay. Making moves.
making moves.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it seems out of left field.
Right. I think that's going to be unique.
But what's not out of left field?
Mm-hmm.
Highly anticipated game between you and I.
Ah, yes.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yes. I mentioned this in our first week podcast about pre-ordering this game. I pre-ordered it.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks. I haven't played it in forever, and then I saw that there was this new one coming out. I was like, pre-order. Done.
Did you play any of the on the PS3?
I did, yeah. Yep.
Those were great.
Those were fantastic. And it kind of goes hand in hand with like the Jack and Daxter.
Yep.
Which was a really good game series too. And I love the style.
I always thought they were made by the same people until recently.
Oh, they weren't.
No, because Naughty Dog did Jack and Daxter and Crash,
yeah.
but they were like sister companies.
Right.
Like they hung out with each other a lot. I found out later Insomniac is who did them, and I think they did Sly Cooper.
Okay, that would make sense too. Yeah, still
Similar vein.
Yeah, same. That was
Cartoony and fun.
Gosh. That's my PS4 avatar is Sly Cooper.
Yeah.
I loved those games, and I had a lot of them too.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that kind of what's that kind of graphic style that we
Cell shading.
Cell shading, yeah, and that's what I really liked about the game is that it was unique, and although not super realistic, it was just cool because not a lot of games were using cell shading at the time.
Right.
That was like pretty exclusive to Sly Cooper. But on top of the pre-orders, I think I did this almost at the same time, but the day after I saw this movie, Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Spoiler alert. Wait. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
Go ahead.
I pre-ordered the movie on Blu-ray.
What?
And it showed up today.
Are you serious?
Yes, dude, I'm serious.
What did you get, like a certain edition, or are there editions, or
I don't know. I think there were editions, but I just got the regular one.
Okay.
It's just Blu-ray DVD combo, but I think Best Buy had like a cool one that came with 3 posters or something like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's smaller posters, like 8x5 or something like that. Or no, not 8x5.
8.5 by 11.
I think a little bit bigger.
Okay.
They're a little bit bigger than that, but they're pretty cool. But I just didn't see the need to get a poster that everyone else is gonna have. I wanted something unique, so I actually got some minimalist artwork for the Star Wars Force Awakens.
You were telling me about that.
Yeah, and I'm excited to kind of put them up because they all looked like similar style, but it's different than what comes in that Blu-ray DVD combo from Best Buy.
It was for Force Awakens, or
The Force Awakens, yeah.
Oh, cool.
And I'm stoked. The case of it, although it's really simple, it's just black and it says The Force Awakens, it has a bunch of little glittery holographic stars like from the galaxy on it, which is really cool. Tons of bonus content and stuff like that. So
Actually, I'm kind of curious to see what the bonus content is.
I think it's deleted scenes and then scenes from how they were rehearsing prior to the movie. So kind of showing them all sitting around like on a couch and kind of going over some of the lines, which I thought was really cool.
Oh, okay. I saw a YouTube clip recently of Daisy Ridley,
Yeah.
like, I guess, trying out.
Yes.
Auditioning?
She was auditioning for her part.
Yeah, and she was like doing the part where he touches her, like forces on her head,
Yeah.
and she starts like crying and like fighting back, and he's like, "Oh shit, she's
Yeah.
got force in her too."
She was like, "Get out of my head."
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, she was really good in that. I think some of that is part of the bonus content that you get with that movie. But I'm excited. I'm going to watch it over and over again. So.
I'll cry if I watch it again.
No, don't cry.
Chewie, I love you.
But
Chewie.
But BB-8, dude.
You're right. Thumbs up, lighter.
So some people argued that that was the middle finger. What do
No.
That's what I said. I was like, there's no... Why would he be giving the middle finger? It was a thumbs up.
Yeah, they wouldn't... He's like a benign, like what do you call it? Not benign.
Celestial being.
Like there's no malice in him. Like
Right.
Like he's just like just like his daddy R2. Spoiler alert.
I don't think that's his daddy.
That's his dad.
Okay, it's his dad. BB-8's got a little bit of rump to him. And
Yeah.
R2's got some straight lines. You know?
Oh damn. Well, let me tell you about Android.
Do it.
I don't know if it's Android or Google, but
Okay.
they're going to be updating their app icons.
Okay. Like that tile that you can click on?
Well, it'll be like like the stock Google apps are like the Play Shop, music.
Like on the phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No. Like their logos.
Like the actual icon picture.
That's cool.
And they're all going to be some form of the Google Play triangle.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Like the Play Movies and TV is like a purple triangle with a film strip.
That's like a newspaper. And then the movies and TV is like a burgundy red kind of thing with a old film style.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I thought you said purple.
It's like purpley burgundy.
No. But then, yeah, I mean, so it's got they're going to redo all of them and it said that they'll slowly roll out over the coming weeks.
That's cool. So you'll get like a prompt for an update or something.
Oh my gosh. I think it'll just update.
Oh my gosh.
They've got a couple waves they update things, and sometimes it just updates the app and the app will change it.
Right.
It's just like they look like Doritos. Google Doritos. And somebody was like, go ahead and scratch Google Android Marshmallow and rename to Google Mountain Dew or Android Mountain Dew.
It's all food. It's all like beverages and
it's
stuff.
Food, it's beverages, it's what the people want.
It's what they need.
But in a more important story, in my opinion,
yes,
Amazon is banning poorly constructed USB-C cables.
And this is important to us because we are avid users of Amazon.
And I am an avid user of USB-C cables.
Really? I haven't even dove into those yet for anything of mine.
Yeah, it's my phone has it and my tablet has it.
That's right. Yeah, you guys on your Androids already had it as like a
and I think
cable.
The new MacBooks have it.
They do,
right?
Yeah, the new MacBooks have that proprietary. Well, not proprietary. It's the USB-C
right,
cable,
standard now,
which is kind of cool, I guess. But
it is cool because they're not proprietary technically.
Yeah, but like if you have everything that plugs in via USB, regular 3.0 or whatever, you have to get an adapter that plugs into USB to USB-C because there's no other ports on a MacBook. Like literally there are zero.
You can get a C to A and plug it into.
Yeah.
That's what I have for my car and things like that.
Yeah. It's really unique. I like the look of them too. It's kind of cool.
And it's just really nice to not give a shit which way it goes in.
Yeah. Well, that's like that. We were talking about this. That was almost exactly like my Lightning charger for my iPhone. You don't have to worry about which direction you plug it in. It's just whatever.
It's like the naked version of USB-C.
Yeah. Okay.
Without the metal sheath around the outside.
True. So the female version.
Right.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Wow.
Right. So, and it's interesting because you said it's hard to find and things like that, and it's true, and it almost seems like it's proprietary,
right?
Because it's so not accepted yet,
right? But that's kind of common nowadays. There's new things coming out, and people aren't used to them.
And there's no way to progress if you just don't push shit through.
Right.
You just got to push it through.
Exactly.
And if Apple and everybody's on board, then everybody will be on board.
And speaking of Apple, I think that's like what the new topic of the potential new iPhone 7 is, that they're going to completely eliminate the headphone jack. You know, the circular headphone jack.
There was talk about that for this latest release even.
Yeah, which it didn't happen for like the like iPhone SE. And did you know that there was a new iPad that came out too?
Is that the huge one we were looking at?
No, well, sort of. So that's the iPad Pro, right?
Ridiculous, by the way.
Yeah, but there was an iPad Pro, which is the same size as your regular iPad Air.
Okay.
So you can get the Pro except in the same size. Look at it this way. You have the iPad Pro, which is this giant 14-inch whatever thing. And then there's the iPad Pro that is not that big. It is the same size as the original iPad Air, except it has all the Pro features.
Is it like 10 inches?
It's like 9.7 or something like that.
Okay.
But the big thing about it is that, like, if you don't want this obnoxiously huge iPad, which, I don't know, some people do, but then some people don't.
It'd be terrible to like take on a train or something, or an airplane or something like that.
Yeah, I could understand if you're like a graphic designer or something like that. But if you don't want something gigantic because you're not a graphic designer and don't need that real estate, then this may be your option. But like some of the features is that it allows you to use that Apple Pen, which all the other iPads don't. Woohoo! In my opinion.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know.
Apple guy Jerry is saying.
I'm really mad because like not only is that iPad the exact same shell as the previous iPad Air, but the iPhone SE is an iPhone 5, just with little things from the iPhone 6 that they jammed in there.
Isn't that what they did with the 5 and 5C?
Essentially, yeah. But like I think people were looking for something new. Like they wanted something different, and we didn't get it, I guess.
Well, I guess 5C came out along with a new iPhone.
Exactly.
This time it was just...
And that's why the release was kind of like under the radar. I didn't even know it was coming out. And
People were like, woohoo.
Yeah. I mean, I was talking to my girlfriend Stephanie, and she, works...
I hate her.
Excuse me?
I hate Stephanie.
What the hell? Don't make me come over this table and jam Squirtle down your throat. But she took a picture, and there was a small line outside of the store, but it's not like an iPhone 7 release where there's like a line wrapping around the whole entire mall. So it wasn't huge, and not a lot of people knew about it. So it was busy, but it wasn't like jam-packed busy like a normal release.
Maybe, do you think people are starting to be like, all right, I'll get it in a week?
Yeah, I think some people are trying to wait it out, but then at the same time, I don't think this was well announced. Like, I don't think it was something that was big and major.
It sounds like Samsung's last Galaxy release, the Galaxy S6.
Oh, yeah.
It's a Galaxy S5 with like an extra speaker hole.
Is the term avant-garde correct in this?
Avant-garde is future like too far in the future for your current time or something.
Incorrect uses of words with Jerry. Ding.
Or
Bop, bop, bop. I'm sorry, that is the incorrect vowel.
Moving on. What does hoopla mean?
Hoopla?
Yes.
I don't know what hoopla means.
Hoopla. Noun. Hoopla is... It's like somebody made a big hoopla about it.
Oh, like a big
deal.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, kit and caboodle.
Whoa.
All right, fuck this game show. Next.
Back on Apple. So apparently there was like this big bezel-less display that was made for an Apple store. So Apple is really big on design, and I used to work for Apple, and they were really conscious about how things looked and were displayed in the stores for customers. So their displays were very grand and big and to the point, but simple and bright.
Avant-garde, one would say.
Avant-garde, one would say. Yes, see? I know my words. But anyway, apparently an Apple store in California, designed by the chief designer, John Ive, apparently...
John?
Yeah, Jonathan.
Whoa, dude,
yeah, Jonathan himself.
J-Man.
Yeah, the J-Man. The British guy that is talking about the iPhone.
Like the Dyson guy.
Yes. You see, we thought about the phone, and we needed it to be more...
awesome.
So... Apparently, he's designing this bezel-less screen that's going to be in some exclusive stores, but it's rumored to be $1.5 million investment per. Yeah, which is insane.
Shut up.
I mean, if you think about it, Apple, they have stone floors, right? Stone ground, stone tiles in their stores. Every single store has the same kind of stone tile.
I never looked down.
Well...
I believe you.
Yeah. One thing about that, which I learned while working there, is that, see, Apple needed a shit ton of those because they had tons of stores, right?
Yeah.
So they decided to buy out the quarry that made those stones.
What?
So they own the quarry for those stones. On top of that, all the tables that are wood, like that kind of light wood.
Yeah.
They
bought the forest.
No, no, but they basically bought out the company that made those tables. So there was this company that was originally, they were hiring, saying, hey, we need these tables. Can you keep making them for us?
They were contracting it out.
Instead, they were like, we own this now. And
here's
also,
$1 billion.
Yep, here's $1 billion. On top of that, I found there's a store in the Louvre, which I haven't actually seen myself, but there's a store in the Louvre. Apparently,
an Apple store.
An Apple store in the Louvre.
What?
Yeah. So apparently, with that Apple store, they were saying to the designers that were trying to build the glass outside for the structure, saying, well, you the only way that you can get the glass to look the way you want it is to make it in an octagon shape, all straight edges. And Apple was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Well, you guys are fired, and we're going to buy out your glass company and make curved glass. So they made a curved glass cylinder themselves. Wow. So pretty massive. I'm sure with this like bezel-less display thing, they were probably like, hey, can you make us a bezel-less display? And they're like, nah, not really. And they're like, oh, okay, cool, we'll buy you out and do it ourselves. I don't know. Apple is like, I'm not trying to make them sound like jerks, but like they take charge and they want something and they'll get it and they'll do whatever it takes to make it look the way they want to. And they really pay attention to detail, and they're not going to cut corners. So I think that's a really, really cool thing about Apple.
You like that?
I do. I the stone thing, that's awesome. I think that's really cool that they just kind of streamlined it and said, we're going to own this and make everything look the same.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's really cool to me, and I'm not a fanboy or anything, but I think that's really, like, not exciting. Mm-hmm. It's a cool story.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's unique.
And do they like fire everyone that works there?
No, I don't think they fire people.
That would be dumb. I think
they just like bring them on board, and they're like, you know what you're doing. We need you to work for us.
Okay.
So, which is kind of cool.
That is cool.
And I
work for Apple, and I make glass and tables.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Pretty awesome. So, it's kind of neat. The bezel-less display. I'm kind of intrigued to see if it ever comes out and they show something on it. I'm interested to see what it would look like. Because John Ive, he's known for some fantastic design work, and this is just the tip of the iceberg.
We'll see. Tell me about this controversy with Overwatch.
So, does anyone out there know the game Overwatch? I think it's supposed to be it's out. So the game is out, Overwatch, and it's made by the people of Blizzard. So World of Warcraft and all that stuff. Apparently there are some victory stances that some characters in the game, when you complete some type of mission or something like that, they do. So, for example, this female character does a victory pose, and you can choose what kind of victory pose she does. And, for example, the pose she's doing is kind of, apparently it's bringing up a lot of sexual controversy. Like, people are not happy that she's posing in a way that is very sexual and
like Rebecca Rabbit from Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, exactly. And then she's showing her butt and it's just not naked, she's wearing clothes, but the clothes are very tight. So
yeah.
And that's not even the only pose that some of these do. I mean, one of them, she's raising her hip, and then another character, she's got like a shirt that's cut all the way down to her belly button. And another one is just like their breasts are very, accentuated, and some people are pissed, and so they're having to like remove some of these victory poses, which is stupid because so far this game has been extremely drama free, and it's been what it is, and it's good, and from what I've seen, it looks amazing. But now people are getting pissed about the stupidest things. It's a game.
It's fiction.
And you can argue with all these other games that are out there, like Street Fighter, like, oh man, his muscles aren't real. Why does his look like that? They don't look like anyone in real life. It's like, duh, because he's a game character.
Well, and
I don't know.
It's
a sensitive subject.
Sort of, yeah. I don't want to be insensitive, but
no, exactly. And I don't mean any harm to anyone out there that opposes or agrees with this argument, but
it's just fantasy. It's just fiction. It's not. I guess they argue that it furthers the statement that women are supposed to be sultry and sexual
and I guess it like.
But the same could be said for like the men in the game.
Right.
They're built like The Rock, or Chris. Who's Chris from the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Hemsworth.
Well, that too. Guardians of the Galaxy from Parks and Rec.
Oh,
what the?
I don't remember his name.
What? Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. He wasn't like super jacked though.
He was. He got super jacked for Guardians.
I guess there was only one scene that he had like his shirt off or something like that.
Just search Chris Pratt in images.
Yeah.
Done. But anyway.
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Point stands is that like it goes both ways.
Right.
And I mean, personally, I'm not offended by Chris Pratt.
No.
It just makes me want to be like him.
Or like the other girl, like Kimura or whatever. She was like super, fit and everything, and no one made a big deal about that.
All video games, just like games. Unless the character has some sort of significance, like Snorlax for being fucking fat, or some of the fighters in Street Fighter or something. Like
that's true.
Like E Honda, like the part of their characters that they're fat. And it's just a narrative.
Exactly.
And I think it's much ado about nothing. Personally,
great movie.
Never seen it.
It's a play. It's a play, isn't it? You got to see it, mate. Yes.
It's a play, isn't it?
I think it's a play.
Old Bill
Cosby.
No. Touchy subject.
Whoa, that was a good, tone.
Harmonization. Bill Shakespeare. That's what I was going for.
Right.
But alas, I've forgotten.
Good William. So, PS4, they're having some sort of update?
3.5.
What?
It releases tomorrow. I think we talked about it a little bit earlier, but...
We did.
Some new features have been brought to our attention.
That's going to be cool.
But you're going to have a remote play.
Okay.
PC or Mac. All you got to do is download the app.
What does that mean?
It means you can play from your Mac or PC if you install the app.
What?
Yeah, dog. How cool is that?
Oh my gosh.
And it looks like you'll be able to go ahead and plug your PS4 controller into those machines as well.
That's sick.
At least they show that here. Because it just uses a micro USB cable.
That's really cool. I'm stoked.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah. I don't actually get to turn on my PS4 that much, and it hurts me.
I know.
Hurts me inside.
I know.
Except for when we play.
Broforce.
If you haven't checked it out, please go check out our video, Broforce.
Brotatoes and Arms.
Brotatoes and Arms. We are up to episode 2.
Episode 2.
We'll be coming at you this Thursday, so keep it locked.
But, yeah, something I noticed, actually, this is the first time I've seen something that requires Windows 8.1 or newer.
Interesting. So can't do it at work.
Right, Windows 7 this is the first time I've seen Windows 7 not be okay for something.
Right. Interesting.
I thought that was interesting. But it's going to be a little bit toned down. Like, you won't be able to get 1080p. You can do 720p.
Which I'm fine with.
It's
what it is. You're not actually on the physical system itself.
Right.
So, for what it is, that's actually kind of cool.
It's really cool. If you're at work.
Yeah.
And you just bring your controller, you can...
Which would never happen.
Not at your work.
Okay, not at my work.
My work.
Yeah. Oh, big boy.
My new work, big boy.
Big boy.
They're also adding Daily Motion as a uploading. Because right now they have Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.
Oh, true.
Of things you can upload to right from the console.
Nice, yeah.
So they're adding Daily Motion. And then they're also... Players have been complaining for a long time of not being able to change their online status.
What?
To offline, even if they're online.
Oh.
If they just want to be left alone.
Incognito.
Pretty much.
So if you're watching a movie
and you don't want things, ooh, Paperboy Copperhead joined your party. You don't want that.
No.
You don't want Paperboy Cumberbatch in your party.
I think there was one disappointing time when we were watching the intense scenes of Interstellar.
Oh, great movie.
Yes. And someone's user tag came across the screen. It was would like to join your party. It's fuck off.
Like Fartface 69 or something stupid.
Yeah. We're going to the event horizon right now. Get out of here.
Boom, bing. Fartface 69 would like to play.
It's this.
Go away.
Unnecessary. And you can't not. Yeah. So that's a great feature that's going to be.
Yeah. People have been clamoring for that for a while, and it's cool. PS4 seems to be really like listening to what people want.
Yeah, that's big.
So that's cool.
That's really big. I think a lot of companies nowadays are doing that, and not to do a full circle, but Tesla, they're really honing in on like what the people want.
Yep.
Simplicity and
form over function. I don't know.
Just
wanted to say something cool and it didn't work.
Dude, it was cool, all right?
It was cool. But on that bombshell. It's time to end.
It is.
Stole that from our Top Gear people who are coming back soon in autumn.
Are they?
Yep.
Oh, man.
I'm very excited.
I am. Jeremy Clarkson.
Yep. And the Hamster. And May.
Tonight.
James meets a woman.
Hello.
Hello.
James flirts.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
James flirts. Hello. Cut away immediately.
Yeah.
So good.
I eat a hot dog.
But for serious though,
Serious.
Like, subscribe.
Thank you for listening.
Let us know what up.
That
would be really nice.
It would be.
Give us some props. Give us some
feedback,
some criticisms, some feedbacks.
Anything. We just
feedbacks.
Yep, feedbacks. Multiple of them.
Yeah, not just one.
Not just one. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. I'm your host, Jerry.
I'm Greg,
and we out.